as I was saying, we have no other choice but to accept that word, black, or accept being called an African American. Now, the thing about that is, like I said, they use the word negro in Spanish, and negro in the American language, and even the word black as they brought us back to the States to demean and humiliate us. Okay? This is exactly what it was used for. Now, I give it to you. We as a people, we take negatives and turn them into positives. You know, they gave us scraps of the pig and we turned that shit into chitlins. Nastiest shit in the world, but at least y'all learn how to survive. Now, I'm not going to say I'm not proud to be who I am, because I am. But I mean, if you think about it, we're really the only race that does not have a title. We were known as the people of color until, like I said, the Spaniards came and used the word negro. Then the British came, or the English, whichever ones you want to call them, came, and they turned Negro into Negro. They turned Negro into Negro, which eventually got shortened to nigga when it got to the South, because Southerners didn't want to say Negro. These are all facts that you can actually look up and fact check. Okay, it just, with all the racial shit that's been happening and I've been seeing posted on Facebook, it made me really look into this. And I really looked into this and did some real studying and reading up on it, which is something I really hate doing like that. But I really did, and it surprised me. It surprised me to the point that I was actually shocked and alarmed by it. Like, really, seriously. And you know, we as people have been brainwashed so much to be like, oh, well, we need to embrace our black heritage. But there's no such thing as black heritage. Like I said, we were known as the people of color until the Spaniards came, and then the English came. And the reason why the second definition for black in the dictionary is listed as a group of dark-skinned human beings is because it was written by the American British people who came and took slaves and called them Negroes, called them black, called them anything but the people of color. We are a race without a name, technically. Okay? Technically, when they took our descendants off the African continent, they made a whole new race that they deemed to be black. We did not deem it. We did not deem ourselves to be. No, we did not. They deemed us to be black when they took us away from the African continent, because we were no longer Africans, so we could no longer be called Africans. They brought us to America as slaves. We became Americans. But to say an African American would mean that you took us from a land that's not here. So they deemed Negro to be black, so we became black Americans. We did not choose this. Now, I ain't a professor, I'm nobody's teacher, I'm just trying to let y'all know something that's real, so that y'all understand the real true fact of black heritage. You understand the real true fact of where these things come from, that the simple fact is, white people have been owning us for years, and I'm not saying it's fair, I'm not condoning it, but consider the fact that they gave us our identity, they feel like they have the right to do what they want to do to us. Alright? I didn't say, now understand, before anybody leaves a comment and says, oh, I didn't say they gave us life. No, they did not, but they did give us our identity. Because, like I said, once they came and took our ancestors off of the African continent, they were no longer Africans. All the children they bared became American children. And because it was not right to call us African Americans, we got called black people. There you have it. Believe it or not, dispute it if you want, but those are the facts.